you ready to discover who you came here to be? Welcome to the Human Design and Astro Club podcast. Human design is a system and a tool that is here to empower you and show you your greatest potential. Come learn with us and discover who you really are. Hey friends, Krystle here. Before we start the show, I wanted to let you know about the extra tools that the Human Design and Astro Club has for you. That's here to empower you to live the life you have always dreamed of. Now, we have a free guide on tips and tricks to honoring your strategy and authority. We also have a language manual to your true self that's here to help you understand the key terms and more in human design. And we just came out with our brand new monthly forecast, the Program Plus, which is a detailed overview of the entire month through the lens of human design, astrology, and tarot that comes with a monthly calendar and also a guidebook. Now, if you have children or if you want to nurture the little you, we also have a children's class called Nurture Your Child Through Their Design. And our most popular classes are our variable mini classes. They are bite-sized, detailed, self-paced classes on the first two variables of the Radical 4 transformations. And we're always sharing new educational resources, exclusive classes, and more over on our website, humandesignastro.com. Find all of these classes, guides, and our website and more in the description down below. Now let's head on over to the show. Welcome to the Human Design and Astro Club podcast. I'm Krystle.
And I'm Leah.
And this is a bonus episode. Hello.
We tricked you.
I guess you weren't expecting to see us twice in a row. I did mention in my stories yesterday that there is a bonus episode. So here it is. This is us. We're back. We're back, bitches. I just want to say that all the time. So we wanted to come on here and talk about community. We did do a live, if you're interested in that. And then somehow we ended up doing education at the end of that live. So if you want to go, people were asking us questions and, my sacral had to respond. You ask me a human design question, it's like very hard for me to not respond. So if you want to go watch that, that's on Journey Through HD or the Human Design Astro Club, whichever one you want to watch it on. It's on both of them. So we're going to talk about community today because as we stated in the program, which you're not going to hear till next week, but we stated, and also on the live, that one of the themes for 2023 is going to be community. It's a really big aspect. I said with Pluto moving into Aquarius, which Aquarius is the humanitarian, right? It really wants to support its community. Mm-hmm. It's really about the people, not the person, right? Mm-hmm. My dog's in Aquarius, actually. I have a bunch of reels that I want to do when we move into Aquarius with him because he is such an Aquarius. I've never met a weirder dog than this dog. He hates people, but he loves animals, which is also, I feel like, an Aquarius thing. He's just like, people, he's like, you got a dog over there? Let's be friends. But he's like so aloof. He pretends like he doesn't hear what you're saying. Like, will turn your head. You cannot look him in the eyes. And so enough about Aquarius. We'll talk about it more.
That last one, though, that got me.
Yeah.
You can't look me in that. Don't try and make eye contact.
No, don't make eye contact with an Aquarius or a manifestor. Anyways, we're going to go in a really weird direction. So I'm going to stop with that.
Why we're here.
We're here to talk about community.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the core aspects of the Human Design Astro Club is community. We have told you guys that we started on Clubhouse and we created this large community quickly. And then we ended up leaving and coming to the podcast. And it's always kind of felt like there was a little bit of a distance between us and you guys. And there is obviously. And we're both, in the inner or the lower trigram, right? And that's like really about connection. Like I feel like, well, Leah's technically on the second level of the ground floor. Like I look at, okay, so let's talk about the profile lines real quick, just so you can kind of like understand our energy and a reason why we're doing this. So we like to think about with the profile lines, a house, right? And so the first line is like the foundation of the house. It's really holding everything together, right? And then you have the second line, which is the first floor of the house. And Ra actually talks about this as like the curtains are wide open, right? Because people need to be able to peek into the second line, right? They need to see the gifts of the second line, so they'll be able to call them out. So it's like the first floor where things are happening, and you're able to kind of like peek inside. That's the second line. And the third line is like the stairs up to the second floor. It's like the transition, right? But it's not actually up to the second floor. It's on the lower trigram. It's just the transition of the shift, the change, the mutation. And so then once you get to the second floor, the foundation of the second floor is the fourth line. So there is a synergy between the 1 and the 4 profile. Anyone that has a 1-4 profile or 4-1, there's a harmony to that because they're both a foundational level. One's just of the first floor and one's just of the second. So then we had the fifth line. And the fifth line is almost like the person that's standing on the second floor that is looking out like through the window while other people can see into them. It's a very similar vibe to the second line. That's why people that have either a 2-5 or a 5-2 profile, they're just straight up projections. They're both projections, the second line and the fifth line, just of two different aspects. Like the second line, people just see their gifts and they want to utilize them, right? So they call out the second line. But the fifth line, they want to know what the fifth line is fucking doing, because the fifth line, like you think they're going to save you in some way. And once you find out that the fifth line's not going to save you, you want to fucking burn them at the cross. But then after you're peeking out the window, you're seeing what's going on. You kind of want to maybe dabble, but you're not sure. Then there's the people that don't. They're up on the roof. The sixth line is the roof of the house. They don't want to be a part of anything, right? They're more aloof, the Aquarius of the bunch. Like they want to be high up and seeing what's happening, and they are the top, the tippy top. Like six lines are shores, right? And so we are on the bottom. We're on the bottom level between me being, in the fucking basement, which I'm actually in my basement right now. So I always think that's funny when I say that. And I'm like in my fucking basement. And then Leah has a little bit of contradiction because she is both the lower and the upper. But there's this foundational element to her. And so we are the people, and the reason why I want to talk about this, we're the ones that want to get involved with you. The fourth line wants to connect, right? It wants its network. The second line wants to be seen for its gifts, or sometimes it wants you to fuck off. That's the thing with the 2-4 profile. You don't know what you're going to get. It's either like, fuck you, I'm doing my own fucking thing, or come on, see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm working on. Let's talk, let's chat, let's connect. I'm over here like, do you want to be friends? Oh, you just screwed me over. Fuck off. So, but I am a bond maker. I have gate 59. I'm really good. What I used to love doing is like matchmaking, whether that was friendship matchmaking or partnership. Like, I'm just really good at seeing like how people can work together. And so I actually am really excited for our new group. If you didn't know, it's called the Cosmic Community. We finally came up with a name, and it's going to be in a private Facebook group. And we have been doing, the program, which is our weekly episodes where we talk about the transits. I'm sure you've heard of them. Unless this is your first time, welcome. Go listen to those episodes. But more importantly, join us in our cosmic community, because we actually do monthly forecasts where we actually go into the details of the transits. We talk about the gates. We talk about how they're impacting us on a personal level. We talk about what to look out for. We talk about how this is impacting your day, your month, how to utilize it, what's the energy, when's a good time to rest, when's a good time to work. I talked a lot about in the January program plus, when's a good time to actually be launching offers, which is not the first of the month, but here we are putting this out. But the thing is if you already have an offer that you've been putting out, that's okay. We're just transitioning into a more expanded way of this into our Facebook group so that you guys can interact with us. Like, a lot of times I get DMs on the program plus, and they're like, holy shit, what you just said here, and here, like, really, it like makes so much sense. And I looked at my transit chart, and I'm just like, holy shit, look at all these fucking connections and everything that you said. And I'm just like, wow. And then I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we actually talked about that like together?
Yeah.
And like, we're able to kind of like see, how is this impacting me, and hearing other people's stories. Like, that's the thing with what I love about the 6 line is it's really like the 6th line. If you think about it in reference to view, it's personal, and it's your personal story. And it's when you can hear other people's personal stories that you can actually be able to embody and go through your own experience, or remember an experience that was similar to their story. And then you can, you can digest it, right? It can drop into the body, and you can begin to become it. And so I think having conversations with people about the transits, how they're impacting your month, your week, because you're going to get the cosmic community for either a whole month for 23, or you can get buy 4, get 1 free for 92. So that would be 5 months. And we also have a special little program that is the referral program, that if you refer a friend and they join our group, you let us know about it. We'll share all the details in the community page on how you can let us know about, and I'm sure you'll want to tell us. If you refer a friend and they end up joining, you'll end up getting a free month. So there's another perk that we'll be discussing in the group as well once you guys get in there. So I wanted to kind of talk, though, before we get into what all the details of the community, the cosmic community is. I kind of wanted to talk about my experience with community, because I grew up in my distracted environment, which was shores. I grew up in Florida. I'm Kitchen's environment, which is actually the gatherer. Like, I bring people to the fire. It's a third color. It's mutation. And I never really felt like, except for one time, I never really felt like I had my people. Like, I had a lot of people. I actually used to have a lot of times just friendship groups. It was like when I look back, I was like, holy shit, I was trying to create all these little kitchens, And so I always had a friendship group, but I always felt alone in that group, and just kind of like the outsider, which is also my core wound, gate 40. I have the hanging 40 in my unconscious Mars, which is my core wound and also my vocation. I really love the way Richard explains that in Gene Keys, because it really spoke to me once I realized that. And it is definitely one of my biggest pain points, is feeling alone. And one of the biggest reasons why I came online in the first place in the middle of the pandemic is when I came on in 2020. And so it's just been so interesting to like be able to look back at these experiences, and then to remember that there was only one time that I really felt community. And it was when I was working at the Kabbalah Center, and they were so supportive of me. And they would tell me all the time, like, how special I am. And I have these weird gifts. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And now I know. Now I know. But that was the first time I was ever in like this nurturing, supportive community where people really cared about how I was. And people checked on me, and I was able to go there and feel like I was part of something. I think that's the biggest thing and like, I know that it's part of it's going to be crumbling or being reframed. I think more so because we all will still carry the cross of planning once we transition into 2027, which we're moving into the cross of the sleeping phoenix, which is about the individual. The cross of the planning was about the community. But I think that we're going to reframe what community actually is. And it's going to be about finding our people, not people. Because I feel like that's what the cross of planning was. It's like, how can I support all of these fuckers in my immediate environment? Right. But what if your community was somewhere else?
Yeah.
What if it didn't have to be all like your direct neighbor? What if you could create your own community in an online space like we're trying to do, where you can just talk about who you are and feel like people actually see you? Like we walk around all the time in our environments. And depending on where you are, like I feel like I'm starting to more find my people in my environment now that I've moved to North Carolina. But a lot of times it's like there's just so many people because we're in the cross of planning that it's like I don't even know who you are. But it's like we're starting to go, in these more smaller penta style communities. And I feel like this is really going to expand in the online space this next year. And I feel like, last year in 2022, it's been more about collaboration and like looking for our people, I feel like. And I feel like 2023 is really when we're going to be able to actually start to integrate these new experiences that we've been having with people and expand upon it. Like again, Aquarius energy, expand upon it. Be more innovative with these opportunities of connection. So, and like if I go real deep, like I'll start crying because like I think of all the times that I felt like the outsider, and I don't want people to feel like they have to be like on the fringe, like on the outskirts of their life. Like everybody, here comes my open throat. Like everybody deserves to be seen and heard. I will always respond to you. I know that that's like not everybody has response, but I would love to get a group of people that just want to connect and that just want to feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves and learning and growing together. So I'm gonna stop talking for a second because I'll keep going. I'm gonna pass the mic over to Leah, and because I know that she's got some stories too.
Yeah. So I think I have a lot of aspects that bring me to needing community and wanting community, is being an Aquarius, being a projector, having guilt motivation, markets environment. And I think my history with working with a network marketing company where I ran Facebook groups for 7 years or so, every single day, I would be posting in there and keeping people accountable for their workouts and nutrition. And I think the part that I liked the most about it was interacting with the people, and I didn't have really much to do. Like looking back, like I loved helping people with those two things, but I really enjoyed getting to know people more, like getting to know who they are and what makes them happy, what brings them joy, what makes them go off track? What brings them back on track? Like that was the first thing when I found human design. And I was like, how do I bring human design and my network marketing business together to help people? And there was a lot of resistance with it because I was shifting away from what I was doing and coming into human design. So I think that was there totally is a connection there. Just for me, it was kind of eye-opening to see like that just wasn't, I meant to help people, but just not in that capacity.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I've learned. And by doing our human design support group over the past year, it really, and the clubhouse, like it really helped me recognize that I do need community outside of my immediate surroundings. Like I do need people that are more like me or that do want to know and talk about all of the weird stuff that we talk about, because it's really life-changing. Like all of the things that we're doing is super life-changing. And like I've changed lives with health and wellness and all of that stuff, but deep down, I wanted to be able to help people truly change the ways that weren't working and find ways that did work and support them for who they are, instead of trying to force them to fit in some sort of box and be something else. So I think that's really like what I've noticed, that like since we decided to do this group, I was like, this is going to be really great because it does give people an opportunity to come and join and chat and learn about all the things that we are so very passionate about, and be in a space that, we can connect with other people. Oh, and my line 4, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like, so many other groups out there, like, and, courses and stuff that you take, like they're so regimented, or they're so trying to like fit you in a box, or they expect you to respond. And I just want people that that really want to just like interact, not respond. Like I want to like really be clear. Like I don't expect everybody to respond to everything we're doing. Even if you wanted to come in and just get the program plus and just observe, and maybe that's something you need to do for the first month, because it's a little nerve wracking also to come into a new group, right? You don't know who anybody is.
Yeah.
But if you've been listening to us for a while, or if you have purchased anything from us or gotten a reading from me, or even done our doorway or support group, you'll know we truly are passionate about helping people change their lives in all aspects, not just with like, business or just relationships. Like we're like really here changing your lifestyle. Like let's change the way we completely live our lives on a day-to-day life, whether that be in business, in relationship with oneself. You're also in relationship with yourself. Be able to see yourself differently. Like a big thing that probably the 2 biggest things that people have said about me from like either probably like the beginning of time, and also through working with people for the last 2.5 years that I've been doing this, or really more at this point, is that I help inspire people, and I'm extremely passionate about what I do. Like, it's like, I couldn't try to cover that up even if I wanted to. I'm extremely passionate about what I do. And what that does is it overflows into you. And Leah's really great about seeing people's like little intricate gifts in ways that maybe like, she'll be like, maybe there's a slightly better way to do this. I'm like, speak up. I'm like, tell me what that is. Like Leah wanted to make sure that this group was completely organized. And she's like, what are we doing every day? I was like, first of all, we're not doing something every day. And I want to be clear to you guys, we're not doing something every day.
Yeah.
The biggest part of the cosmic community is learning through the transits, and then how you can relate them to your personal lives and be able to, if you feel like it, no pressure, share your experiences, or be able to also watch other people's experiences being shared so that you can see, oh, you know what? Somebody just said that, they have Aquarius and Venus. I have Aquarius and Venus. Oh, that's coming into transit right now. Let's talk together how that's relating to both of us and see if we can see some patterns here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's help everybody connect the dots so that you can grow and expand. So, what are you getting in this group? Let's talk about it. What are you getting in this group? It is going to be, I'm sure you might have heard us talk about this already. So, but let's break it down in detail all together. All right. So, the group opens January 1st and it will close January 10th. And this is going to happen every single month. The doors will open at the beginning of the month on the 1st, and then they will close on the 10th. And the reason why we are doing it this way is because we want to be well organized. We want to make sure that we're keeping track because it's only us. The back end is just us, guys. I'm sure you've realized that at this point. It's just us. And so just so that we can be able to easily keep tabs on who's coming and who's going. We are opening the doors on the 1st, closing them on the 10th of every single month. So if you don't make it in by the 10th, then you'll have to wait till February to join. And so on the 1st of the month, you're going to be able to purchase through our website. You can go to the link down below. There's a currently there's a wait list. If you're listening to this before the 1st, there's a wait list. And if you get on the wait list and purchase on the 1st, you'll be entered into a drawing to win a free human design and tarot reading if you're interested. And we have gotten a lot of great feedback when we've done human design and tarot readings together. Kind of makes me wonder why we've never done that regularly, but maybe 2023. So you'll be able to get that. And that is such a great reading to get at the beginning of a year because we'll be able to talk about like the big picture of yourself and how you can really step into yourself at the beginning of this year. So if you're listening to this before January 1st, definitely enter on the wait list and purchase January 1st. You'll be entered to win a free reading. And so once you purchase on the 1st, you're going to be able to gain access to the Facebook group. All you have to do is have Facebook. So if you don't use Facebook, just download it for just this group. I've talked about that. I only use Facebook now for Facebook groups. I literally never post on there, but I'm in a bunch of groups. And whenever I do like mini workshops or other courses or whatever, a lot of times they have Facebook groups. And the reason why is just because it's just so well organized and it's easy to just categorize things. You're going to get the program plus. The program plus is, I can't talk. Sorry, we've been talking so much. The program plus is actually already in there. It's already ready to go. Or if you're listening to this after the 1st, it's there. So you'll be able to immediately watch. It's going to be a video now. Watch the program plus. I also did a little variable tutorial at the beginning of the January monthly forecast for you guys. And so you'll be able to watch that. You'll also be able to download the guidebook that comes with the program plus. And then we are going to be doing on Monday, and every Monday, we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be doing weekly channeled aura updates. Very similar vibe to the ones you've been getting in email. If you've been getting our emails, I just felt like my battery was getting drained from not getting, I'm going to be completely honest, proper recognition because I download those. I actually sit there for quite a while. Leah knows how long it takes me a lot of times to do them, and I have to build up momentum. And I was feeling like I was losing a lot of steam from them, and it was because of my heart. My heart needed proper exchange. So I was like, what would actually be even more expansive is to move them over to the Facebook group and then make them individual posts. And along with the memes will still be in the email, by the way. You'll still get the memes in our weekly email, and you'll still get the cosmic codes, which are also very important. You'll get the cosmic codes and also the Hebrew letters for each moon cycle that we still give. All that will still be there. We're just moving the aura energy updates over to the cosmic community. And so there'll be individual posts for each human design type. And you'll have a chance to share your findings for the week. How did you connect to the channeled message? And then be able to connect with other people that might have the same type as you, or you can connect with a different type in a different post and meet new people. It'll be a way for you guys to connect to each other and also to us. And so then we're also doing every Tuesday, we'll be doing weekly Tuesday tarot, where Leah will pull a tarot spread for the week. So that'll help set you up for the week. And she'll also be connecting it to the human design gates. I'm not sure what her plan is of her spread. We haven't gotten that there yet. We haven't pulled any yet. So I'm not let her do her thing, whatever comes through to her. You know, she's intuitive. She's a splenic projector. So it's going to be a good time. And then you'll also be able to share your own spread in the comments section. I'll be sharing my weekly spread. I feel like I'm so consistent with doing them during the moon cycles. I always pull during the moon cycles, but pulling them consistently throughout the week is not something I always do, but always want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like having like a community aspect where I'm able to share them with a supportive, safe space feels better to me. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Tuesday tarot. And then we'll be having a monthly markets post as well. So at the end of every month, we'll be posting for you guys that are entrepreneurs. We know we have a lot of entrepreneurs that listen to us. And so if you're an entrepreneur, you'll definitely want to join this group, because you'll be able to share every month any of your offers in the post to connect with other people like you. And so that we can help build relationships between people, help people find each other on their fractal. And then there's also going to be exclusive bonus content that you won't be able to get anywhere else from us. And for the month of January, you'll also be getting a yearly forecast, which is going to be really good. So good that I decided we're going to do a wrap up for the end of the year as well. So we're going to go through the year, really focus on the first 6 months, because this first 6 months of January are really, really positive. We got a lot of good aspects coming in. Once all the planets, once Mercury and Mars go retrograde at the end of January, sky's the limit for a little while. Like we'll have, Jupiter in Aries. We can already feel that drive right now, but it's like, we just don't know what direction to go in. And I feel like Uranus in, the second gate is not helpful.
Not at all.
with the retrograde, and just like, I feel like I'm just like bumping into things right now. But I think talking about it in the group, through the transits, through our personal experiences, through our personal designs, right? I think it'll help give us a little bit of more of a understanding and a little bit easier way to surrender to these potentials, right? And have support and be able to vent. Like, I want people to be able to be like, fucking today, fuck the transits, blah, like just be able to just share your shit. Okay. So there's lots of goodies. And one more goodie for the month of January is, so if you guys didn't know, there's the Human Design New Year. The Human Design New Year kicks off in Gate 41 every year, usually end of January. And it is on the 22nd this year. So we weren't sure what we wanted to do, if we wanted to just put it in the program plus and talk about it a little bit. But then I was like, you know what? Cut all that shit. We're going to party. I'm a generator, and Leah's a fourth line, and she likes to party sometimes. Like, look at her and her weekend schedules. Okay.
Seriously.
I don't know if she really wants to do all those things, but she's got a lot. She's always ready to show up, and she'll show up with a smile and her party hat. And I plan on getting a party hat, by the way. So you're going to need to pick one up. I don't care what.
Good to know.
I was thinking about it today.
I'll save my New Year's Eve cap.
Yeah. And for anyone that's joining the cosmic community, save your New Year's Eve cap or go pick one up now. Just for our human design New Year party that we're going to be having on the 22nd. So one of the other reasons why we wanted to do this in a Facebook group is so that we can go live. So
Yeah.
we will be doing the Program Plus live, most likely moving forward, unless for some reason it just doesn't work out for us on the 1st or around that time. We'll record them and you'll be able to watch them on your own. But we would like to be doing lives from time to time, whether they be the Program Plus or a random one. You never know when I'm gonna fucking show up. I'm just like 3 a.m. Here I am. No one's there. But we want people to really feel like they're part of something and that they're learning and growing together. And that's the whole point of the cosmic community. And we're also going to be looking for some mods. We're looking for some moderators. We'll give you the 411 in the group because there's an incentive with that. So if you like telling people what to do, and you also like to be supportive yourself of other people, which I'm both of those things. Because I'm desire motivation. So people have always told me I'm bossy, and it's true. It's very true. I'm also rising Capricorn. I'm a bossy bitch, and I'm not going to deny it. So if you're a bossy bitch like me, you might want to be a moderator. And we have an incentive that we'll be sharing in the group as well. So there's a lot of perks. And also, if you do join the group and you invite a friend and they join the group too, then you will get 1 month for free. So essentially, if you buy the package, so let's break down the prices here. So for 1 whole month, it's going to be $23.23 for all the things I just told you you're getting. You're getting all that for a beautiful, affordable price. Here comes my channel of the entrepreneur. Only $23.23. Okay. And then if you're like, you know what, I want to be in there longer than a month and I don't want to have to be paying you guys every month, we got a package deal. Okay. You can buy 4 months and get 1 free. It's like a little punch card. Okay. And so that will be only $92.92. And you get $23.23 off and 1 month for free for that. So you could essentially get 2 months for free, and we will let you potentially do more friend referrals. We've been talking about it. If you do have a lot of friends, there are people out there that have a lot of friends. So if you do, there might be a potential for more free months. We really want to grow this community for people to really be able to connect. So we're going to need your help to do that. It can't just be us talking about it like on here. We're going to need your help. So if this is something that sounds interesting for you, join, tell a friend, have them join, and let's party together. Let's chat. Let's be weird. Let's be the weirdos that we are, and you are too, because you're here right now listening to us or watching us on YouTube. So yeah, 1st of January, you'll be able to join the cosmic community, and we're really excited about it. I haven't been this excited about something like this in a while, and we've been having a bunch of DMs saying they're really excited to join this group. So we're really hoping that we could get a I'm losing my words.
We're going, people.
We're just hoping we're gonna get a good group. And I feel like we are,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a build, and that's why we're gonna need your help. If you're like, you know what, I love you guys week after week. I do want to connect on a deeper level. This is your opportunity. And this is your opportunity. Oh my goodness. This is your opportunity to share. We're giving you an opportunity to share.
Yeah. And like connect with us on a different level. Cause like if you are a podcast follower, we don't see who anybody is. Like we can't see names, people. We don't know who anyone is unless you tell us or tag us or any of those things. So joining the community, you'll be able to connect with us and us with you, because that's what we are here for, is
and other
to connect with you.
Other weirdos like you. I had somebody DM me the other day that's like, I'm just really excited to connect to more weird people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, exactly. I am also excited to connect to more weird people.
Mhm.
So again, doors will open on January 1st. Make sure you are on the wait list if it's before January 1st so that you can be the first to join. You'll be the first to get the email to join. And then also make sure you're on our email list. You know, you never know where it's going to go. Definitely, if you don't see an email come in by probably like midday, just go to our website or check your spam and join us. And we'll also probably share it all over on our Instagram, make it very easy for you guys to be able to
Yeah.
just join.
If you're not on our email list, subscribe to our email list because we'll be sending like the other links and stuff. Like if you're not on the wait list and you've missed the wait list opening, then get on our newsletter so that we can email you the stuff, or yeah, just go to the website, but you can get stuff from us either way.
Yeah. Or yeah, and watch our other podcasts and we'll be sharing all it on there as well. So, but like I said, if it's January 1st and you haven't got an email by midday, just go to our website, humandesignastro.com. And you'll be able to join right there and jump in and immediately watch the program plus. It's already there waiting for you. And so I guess that's about it with when it comes to community and talking about what we're creating for 2023. And this is really going to be a time to step into yourself.
Mhm.
We talked about or you'll hear us talk about in this next week's program and also in the program yearly forecast. We'll be talking about how this is a 7-year and it's connected to the chariot in tarot.
It's really
And
beautiful.
yeah, it's like the new beginnings
Mhm.
is really what I feel like the chariot represents, and integrating a lot of what you just previously experienced, because 2022 was really about um relationships. It was a 6-line year connected to the Lover's card. And I feel like a lot of people had to set some hard boundaries with people in relationships, in community. And it's going to be a time now to find your people this year. Maybe it's us. If it's us, come join us in the cosmic community and we'll see you
Yeah.
over there. So we hope you have a good day wherever you're watching this. I feel like podcasts don't have expiration dates, so I don't want to say a day or a time because I don't know who's watching this or listening. And also go check out the Human Design Diaries. We just posted. If you missed it over on our YouTube channel, there's a link down below. Why am I pointing? Like if you're listening to the podcast, you can't even see me pointing. But anyways, we have a YouTube channel. You can listen to the weekly program on there. Um, we are going to be doing some new stuff over there as well. So we're going to kind of be in a few different places in 2023. So you'll be able it again, as Leah said, get on our email list that you can find in the description down below so that you always know what we're cooking in my kitchen, and Leah will then select it in her market and share it with you.
Yay. So excited.
We're excited to have you. So we hope you have a good day, and we'll see you over on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Krystle and I are really here as defined hearts to provide value to you with our unique insights. If you have found any of this episode valuable to you, we ask that you share with a friend, tag us with a highlight on Instagram, and write us a review so we can reach more people. Human design and astrology are tools to guide us toward our transformation. You are a unique and beautiful being, and we encourage you to let that light inside of you shine bright. See you in the next episode, friends.